So the Los Angeles Times reported that traditional masculinity is officially labeled harmful by the American Psychological Association. And this is absolute crap. What happened to...
So for this propaganda breakdown, I'm going to cover that absolute train wreck of a video. Now, I've previously done a video on headlining, which is the technique that she's using. But this is a much better example than the previous one I did. You can even see it in the way she cropped the part of that article. It shows part of the cover picture and literally only the headline. She was at least nice enough to leave us a source so that we could go find it ourselves. And I did. Now, her entire video leaves out all of the context of this article and just talks about her opinions about how it's crap. And she tries to paint this picture that masculinity is under attack, when if you actually read the article and add in the context, that narrative changes a little bit. And it literally starts to change as soon as you start reading the first line. The American Psychological Association has issued its first official warning against toxic masculinity. See how that's a little different than the sensational headline that she showed. And if you go down further, it even mentions the parts of toxic masculinity that they're talking about. Anti-femininity, achievement, eschew of appearance of weakness, adventure, risk, and violence. Those are all toxic traits. And it talks about how this causes young boys to suppress emotions and causes distress. And it even mentions how these traits cause men to not seek mental health, to get a diagnosis and the help they need, resulting in a 4 times higher suicide rate among men. Now notice that we've added in the context. It starts to debunk her narrative. And this form of propaganda is highly effective. It adds in an emotional charge to get somebody riled up, listening, locked in, and engaged. And it also works because the likelihood of someone looking up an article they saw referenced in a 1-minute TikTok video is not very high. This is why when we see a video like this, we need to stop, think rationally, calm down, let the emotions subside, and then go check their source and read it for ourselves. And this is not just a simple case of her getting emotional about something. She has a history of producing propaganda on this app, such as when she took this fake meme about supposedly BLM calling God racist and presented it as fact, and then when called out on it, dug in even deeper.
Did the Black Lives Matter organization actually say this? No. Was it absolutely 100% believable?
There's an irony when people called her out on that propaganda of her doubling down and admitting to producing propaganda. Taking something that is not factual and trying to make it believable is propaganda. And later on in that same video,
Do you want me to apologize for posting it? Because I'm not going to. It's funny.
that's a normal mindset of people who produce propaganda. Why would they apologize for deceiving someone? They intended to deceive you.